There is two different ways to set up a multi-sport activity on a Garmin Tactix or a Garmin Fenix. The first one will be to go into the activity page by going on the Start Stop menu. Then you will go down at the very bottom and going on Add. And from here you can add multiple sports, but you can also add the multi-sport activity. From here you will have some options, but it doesn't matter. You can take a triathlon, a duathlon, a brick, swim run. The only thing that there is here is a name that is already done. If you go in custom and you call that Poreiro, it will be the exact same thing as a swim, a brick. For example, if I take a duathlon, I can select a walk, I can select bike, and then I can select hike as third activity, and then I can walk again, and I can continue just like that. So you can take whatever you want. It will be a multi-sport activity. So let's say, for example, that I want to do triathlon. And actually there's two beside it because there's already a triathlon created into that watch. So let's say I create another triathlon and I would like that my first activity to be hiking, and then the second one will be biking, and then that's a funny triathlon, I will do tennis, and then that's it. So see, first activity is hike, second is bike, and third one is tennis, and then I can add another activity if I want. There's a transition page. We will see that a little later, but if we don't want it, we can deactivate it. We can lock the keys, but no. And do I want to repeat? So this means that when we will reach tennis, you'll see we will be able to switch the activity with the lap button, and repeat, make it that at the end of tennis, will it repeat to hike, bike, and tennis, or it stopped the activity. So actually it's off, so when we will reach the last activity and press the lap button, it will end the activity. Those alerts are allowed. Do we want a map? And those some things. So when we start, done and done. So this will be saved, and no, I don't want to set it as favorite. So as you can see, there is the triathlon just right here. And if I want to return to modify it, I can still press the left button and access the same setting that we have just seen. Triathlon settings, select the activity, and if I want to set the transition to on or off, that can be done just right here. So what will happen is that when we will start this activity, we will be on the first activity. We got actually my hike setting page. So that's what I want to see when I do hiking. So I'm ready to start the activity, and I will start the activity just like any other activity. So I start my hiking, I do my stuff. As you can see, there's a timer here for that activity. And actually now I've just finished to do my hiking and I'm ready to bike. So I will press the lap button, and that's the transition. So after 16 seconds, I end up my hiking, and now I'm preparing to biking. So I'm putting on my shoes and everything, and I will know at the end how much time I have passed onto that transition. And when I'm ready to do my biking, I jump on my bike and I press a lap button, and then my bike start. So I do my bike, I ride, and when I'm done and I'm ready to do my tennis, well, I press back, not when I'm ready to do my tennis, but when I'm done biking, I press the lap, and then I enter the transition. So I remove my cycling shoe and I take my racket and I'm ready to do some tennis. So I press just right here and I start to do tennis. And I've got my tennis page. And when I've done my tennis, well, I press the back lap button and the triathlon is complete. If I had choose to go on repeat, well, it would have come back to the first activity. So, well, for this one, I will discard it. I don't want to keep it. And I told you that there was another way to do multisport activity. And for this one, you will need to configure something special. You will need to configure hotkeys. To do so, you will press and hold the menu button. You will go at the very lowest option, which is System, and then you will go to Hotkeys. And what I've done on my watch is that when I press Start and Down, it changed sport. So when you select Start and Down here, you can select what you want to do. I have a video just right here that explain all of the feature you can find onto that page if you want to see it. But for this one, I just want to talk about change sport. So what it will do is that if I start a sport, let's say I go start walking, I start my activity, and now I've done my walking and I'm ready to go cycling, when I will press and hold those two buttons, and it will bring me that page so I can change sport. So now if I want to bike, I say bike and the bike is start. When you go that way, there is no way to have a transition page. So yeah, when I've done my bike, I can press it again, those two buttons, and go on hiking, and the hiking starts. I've got my hike window, the timer is already start. That's the timer only for the for this activity, because that's the way I set it up. But if I want to have the overall timer, I could have it too. And at the end, you just press the start stop button, just like always, and you can save the activity. It will be a multisport, just as if you had done a multisport like I showed you on at the beginning of the video. So that's how you do multisport on a Garmin Tactix or a Garmin Fenix watch. So this is it. Thank you for watching. I hope it helps. If yes, please smash the like button. If you are planning to buy this watch, you can see my link in the description. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can find me back easily next time you need help. If you want to see my other tutorial about this watch, you can see my playlist just right here. And you can also find me on my main channel just right there. Thank you for watching. Take care and see ya.